whispers in the sky.
Dear family of light, today we will talk about meditation and what is exactly the act of meditation. There is a problem in the word itself because the word meditation comes from the Latin meditatio. And from the old Latin people, meditatio means that there is an object of meditation and there is a person that is the meditator that do the act of meditation. So you're sitting, you are thinking about something. So they were thinking about the taxes in Rome or how to bring more clean water to the city. And so they were meditating to try to resolve this problem or to have an idea. So it was an act of sitting, staying in silence, and thinking about something and sort of searching for inspiration. But this is not exactly how we use this word today. And the problem was born the moment that people from the East, from India and from other places in the East, tried to bring back the concept of dhyāna. In the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, Patanjali present the 8 limbs of yoga, which the number 8 is samadhi, the extinction, liberation, also called moksha. And the number 7 is absorption, which is dhyāna, translated with meditation, poorly translated with meditation. Because dhyāna is an experience, is a state of consciousness which implies that there is no the object of meditation, and also there is no the person that meditates. The person that meditates dissolve into the object and it enter a state of mind, a state of consciousness where you don't create memories, you are just present and you don't need to analyze what is happening around you. You don't escape to the past, you don't escape to the future, you are in the present moment. And when they try to bring this concept of dhyāna to the West, they realized, oh, but in the West there is no such experience. And so how we translate it? And the only word available in Latin was meditatio, and which became meditazione in Italian and meditation in English. So we adopted this word even if the root of these two words, dhyāna and meditation, they have two different meanings. And it's important to know this because when we want to enter meditation, we really want to enter the state of dhyāna. And why we want to enter this state? Well, we want to enter this state to save energy. That's the only goal. They say generally that there is no real goal in meditation because you don't achieve nothing, you don't reach anything. The only positive things is that you, of course, you save energy because you don't waste energy. So it's not a winning process, it's a losing process. You lose stress, you lose anxiety, you lose depression, you lose anger, but you don't really acquire nothing. You can say that you acquire peace of mind if you want, like that. But the truth is that you are losing all these things caused by the mind, and then you go back to your true nature and you say, oh, now I achieved peace of mind. But it's not truly like that, because you are peace. Your true nature is peace. It's just clouded by the mind, and the mind and thought generate all the problems that you have in your life are generated by your mind. If there is no the mind that generate all this problem, then there is no problem. Then you are always in peace. and so is a negative process, so you lose things. And we see in some videos ago that for the classical psychology, there are only three states. There is deep sleep, there is REM, and there is the waking state. And we see that for yoga, there is a fourth state, which is called the deep waking, no? Or profound waking, or waking without dreaming, because you are present, you don't go in the past or in the future, and so you save energy. And this is real the state in which we should live most of our time, but we don't, because we lived in the third state, which is the waking activity that we are doing every day, and we think that this is real. So the importance of meditation is that we want to live less and less in the dream state and be more and more awake. And that's now more than ever. We saw in the last video what is happening now in the planet. The energy is very heavy. There are march everywhere. There are big climate things happening. Um, People are becoming more aggressive, especially those who don't meditate. So it is an invitation to go more deeper in your spiritual practice. The Pleiadian themselves, they insist on meditation, meditate, practice. If not, this shift to the 5D will be only for a few people, but we don't want a few people. We don't want the 1% of population just to be in 5D. We want much more. At least we need a 20% of human population that could possibly sustain the shift to 4D and 5D. So what is the difference between the meditation technique and true meditation? Let's say that I want to describe you the joy and beauty to visit Angkor Wat in Cambodia. I can describe you the temples, I can describe you the colors, the shapes, but I cannot really tell you how was my state of being when I was there walking in this beautiful temple. So the only way to really that you will have the same experience is for me to bring you to Angkor Wat in Cambodia and show you this beautiful temple. The act of bringing you to Angkor Wat and showing you the temple is the meditation technique. Yeah, so I bring you there, but then the experience itself, which will be through meditation, this is your experience and your only. That is why it's very difficult to transmit for me what is meditation. It should be your experience, is a personal experience. Everybody has different experience, but we use technique which are similar to achieve that state. All the technique of meditation basically play a role in quieting the mind. And they are useful, especially in the beginning of the spiritual path. But the more you practice, the more you realize that meditation is your true nature. So you should spend more and more time in the state of meditation and less in the state of dreaming. all religion has some version of meditation, even Christianity, which is more focused on prayer, but the desert fathers, which were these monks of the first centuries after Jesus Christ, they were going to the desert basically to meditate and to pray. So they were doing two activity. Saint Francis of Assisi was a true meditator. He was going to the mountain to meditate. So, and there is meditation in Islamism, in Judaism, of course, in Hinduism, in Buddhism. And so, meditation is a right of all beings of the cosmos. And so, everybody should has the right and time to practice. So you don't need that much. You just need 10 minutes of silent sitting a day, but you have to force yourself to do even these 10 minutes. It's better to do a little bit every day than to try to do 1 hour once in a while. So try to do every day a little bit, then the 10 minutes will become 15, and then will become 20, and till 25, which is the time which most people said is the best time to meditate, is 24, 25 minutes. So enjoy your practice. I will never get tired to insist on the importance of meditation. So meditate as much as you can, and help yourself, your friends, and humanity to do this transition to the new earth, to the 5D consciousness, and wishing you all the best. And for now, be at peace, be at peace.